If you're over 70 and think more walking naturally means better health, think again. Without the right habits, every step could be putting your joints, muscles, and balance at risk. According to the CDC, over 36 million seniors fall every year, and the Journal of the American Geriatric Society warns that fall-related injuries are now the leading cause of trauma fatal in older adults. That's not just a statistic, it's a warning for sudden fall, broken hip, and the end of living on your own can happen anytime after 70 with the wrong walking method. I've already talked in depth about the walking mistakes that don't just affect posture, but quietly increase your risk of falls, fractures, and even losing your independence, but most seniors over 70 make in my previous video. Click the link in the top right corner of the screen to take the walking test and find out if you're truly safe. You can also find the link pinned in the comments below. Hi my friends, it's Vernon again. In today's video, I'll share 5 walking tips for seniors over 70 to avoid these risks and walk with safety, strength, and confidence. Before we begin, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Every time you click that button, it reminds me why I do this. It means you believe, like I do, that helping seniors understand their health better can truly change lives. I truly believe we can all live longer, happier years if we just learn the right steps and stick together. So thank you for being here with me. Now let's keep moving forward to uncover 5 walking tips to maintain balance after 70. And trust me, tip number 1 is one of the simplest yet most powerful changes you can start doing right after this video. Don't miss it. Tip number 1, the 3-level gaze technique. Before we get into how this tip works, let me tell you a quick story about my neighbor Eleanor. She's 74, lives just down the street, and one afternoon last year, she took a short walk to her mailbox. Nothing unusual, but halfway down her driveway, she lost her balance and fell. There were no cracks, no rush, no distractions. What caused it? She was staring straight down at her feet the entire time. That one habit threw off her posture just enough to tip everything out of line. She ended up with a fractured wrist and months of physical therapy. And the sad truth is that Eleanor's case is not rare. The National Institute on Aging explains that looking down while walking shifts your center of gravity forward, rounds your shoulders, and makes it harder for your body to stay balanced. That's why this first technique is so important. It's called the 3-level gaze technique, and it's simple but powerful. Now, let's break down how you can put this into action. Look ahead 10 to 15 feet, not down. It helps keep your spine straight and gives you more time to react. Every few seconds, glance toward the horizon to reset your posture. Stay aware of your side vision so you can catch movement or hazards without turning your head. Eleanor started practicing this and told me later, "Vernon, I didn't just feel taller, I finally felt steady again." And research agrees. A 2021 study in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity found this habit improved reaction speed by 20% and reduced postural sway. What about you? Have you ever caught yourself looking straight down while walking? If yes, what have you tried to fix? Share your experience in the comments below. It'll give me and others in our community more ways to see this issue. But if you've already tried your own method and it didn't work, don't wait. Start practicing the simple technique I just shared. It could make all the difference. Don't forget to come back to share your result, my friend. Now, let's move on to tip number 2. This next one is all about how your feet touch the ground, and it might surprise you just how much it affects your stability with every step. Tip number 2, the heel-to-toe reset technique. Have you ever felt like your legs are moving, but you're not entirely sure where your next step will land? Like something feels just a little off, even when you're walking across a room you've walked through 100 times? That's not just in your head. It could be a sign that your walking pattern is out of sync and, more importantly, that your balance system is quietly struggling. According to the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy, older adults who don't use a proper heel-to-toe step are 3 times more likely to report tripping or feeling unsteady. The Mayo Clinic also warns that flat-footed walking increases joint strain, especially on the knees and hips, leading to long-term pain and a higher fall risk. That's why I want to show you something I call the heel-to-toe reset technique way, a simple, gentle way to retrain how your foot lands and rolls with each step. Here's how to do it. Begin each step by gently placing your heel down first. Let your weight roll along the outer edge of your foot, smoothly and evenly. Finish the step by pressing off with your toes, light and controlled. Now, let me be honest with you. A few years ago, after recovering from a minor knee injury, I noticed something felt off every time I walked. I wasn't in pain, but I wasn't confident either. My steps felt heavy, and I caught myself landing flat-footed more and more. When I finally started practicing this heel-to-toe pattern again, just 10 minutes each morning, it was like my body remembered something it had forgotten. My steps felt smoother, my knees stopped complaining, and for the first time in months, I felt like I could trust my balance again. This technique may feel strange at first, but don't give up. The smallest adjustment in how your foot lands can make a huge difference in how secure the rest of your body feels. Okay, move to tip number 3 to see why your feet can only do so much if your core muscles aren't doing their job and how to fix them. Tip number 3, the core zip technique. You may not feel it, but every time you take a step without engaging your core, your body is quietly working harder than it should just to stay upright. It's like trying to balance a tower without anything holding it steady in the middle. No matter how strong the base or top is, if the center is weak, the whole thing wobbles. This is something I see often in older adults who walk carefully but still feel off balance. And more often than not, the issue isn't their feet, it's that their core muscles are simply not doing their job. According to Harvard Health, your core isn't just your abdominal muscles. It includes the deep stabilizers around your spine, hips, and pelvis that anchor your entire movement. When your core is inactive, it leads to poor posture, instability during turns, and a greater risk of falls, especially on uneven ground. That's why tip number 3 is what I call the core zip technique, a simple, low-effort way to activate your internal support system while walking. Here's how to do it. Begin by imagining you're zipping up a jacket from your lower belly up to your chest. As you zip, gently pull your belly button in, not tightly, just enough to feel a light firmness in your lower abs. Maintain that gentle engagement as you walk. You should still be able to breathe and speak normally. After I had retrained my step using the heel-to-toe method from the last tip, I realized there was still something missing. My stride felt better, but my posture wasn't quite there yet. I still felt like my upper body wobbled slightly with each turn. That's when I knew it was time to activate my center, to improve my posture and total body control using the method I'm about to share. I started doing this after a physical therapist friend showed me how much I was relying on my back and hips to keep steady. Once I began zipping up my core before every walk, I noticed my posture naturally improved. I didn't lean forward as much, and it felt like my spine had a little extra support from the inside out. So my friend, trust me, try it on your next walk. You don't need to squeeze or hold your breath. Just think of it as walking a little taller from the inside. Ready for tip 4? You'll learn how to use your arms as built-in balance tools, improving rhythm, posture, and confidence without any added effort. Tip number 4, the arm swing reset technique. Here's something that often goes unnoticed: what your arms are doing while you walk. Many older adults unconsciously keep their hands in their pockets, hold them still at their sides, or fold them across their chest. But doing so silently removes one of your body's most powerful balance tools. According to a study from the University of Michigan, proper arm swing improves gait efficiency by up to 8% and can enhance reaction time during a loss of balance by as much as 15%. Even more compelling, researchers found that older adults who use a natural arm swing experience up to 30% fewer falls compared to those who don't. In fact, a study published in Gait and Posture found that restoring natural arm-leg coordination in older adults significantly improved walking speed, reduced postural sway, and enhanced overall stability during movement. So this tip is proven to help restore your body's natural cross-body rhythm and makes every step more stable and coordinated. Let me show you how to use it step by step. Start by letting your arms hang freely and naturally at your sides. Then, bend your elbows to about 45 degrees. This is the most efficient angle for balance. As you walk, allow your arms to swing gently forward and backward, in sync with your steps. Right arm with left leg, left arm with right leg. Avoid swinging from side to side or locking your elbows. The motion should feel like a quiet, steady rhythm, nothing forced. The reason this technique matters so much is because your upper and lower body were designed to work as a team. When that connection breaks down, balance problems creep in silently until one misstep becomes a fall, a fracture, or worse. If you've ever felt unsteady or unsure of your movements, this simple habit could be the missing piece. And if you know someone else struggling with balance, please share this video with them. The more we understand these small shifts, the more we can help each other stay upright, independent, and confident, one step at a time. Now that your arms and legs are moving in sync, it's time to sharpen the system that keeps it all connected. Your body's internal GPS in the final tip. Tip number 5. The Proprioception Targeting Technique. We've covered 4 essential walking tips for seniors over 70, right? You've learned how to fix your gaze to stabilize posture, how to step heel to toe for smoother motion, how to activate your core for inner support, and how to use your arm swing to keep balance naturally. But even with all that, there's one final piece you can't ignore. The system inside your body that tells you where your limbs are, even when you're not looking. That system is called proprioception. This might be the most overlooked part of staying balanced. But the good news is, it's also one of the easiest to train. According to the Journal of the American Geriatric Society, older adults with weakened proprioception are 40% more likely to fall, even if their muscle strength and vision are fine. That's why this technique is so critical. It helps your brain reconnect with your body's position in space. I call it the Proprioception Targeting Technique. And here's how you can do it at home. Stand near a stable surface like a countertop or wall. Place 2 small items like socks on the floor, 18 inches apart. With one foot, tap one item then the other. Focus on control, not speed. Repeat 10 times per foot, twice a day. This simple drill helps reawaken your balance sensors, like sharpening the signal between your feet and your brain. Proprioception may be invisible, but once it starts to fade, every step becomes uncertain. So don't wait until that uncertainty turns into a fall. Conclusion. So today, we've covered 5 simple but powerful techniques to help you walk more safely and confidently after 70. We've learned how to fix your gaze for better posture, step heel to toe to protect your joints, engage your core to stabilize your spine, use your arms as natural balance tools, reawaken your proprioception, your body's internal GPS. Remember that the earlier you take these steps, the more control you keep over your health, your freedom, and your daily life. Take it slow. Practice each tip at your own pace. And most of all, don't ignore the small signs. If you watched till now, what's stopping you from hitting like, share, and subscribe button to support me? It's free, but means the world to me. Your support tells me that this work matters, and that together, we're making aging stronger and safer for everyone. And now, I'd love to hear from you. Is there a balance issue you've been struggling with but haven't found a solution for yet? Drop it in the comments below, and all your issues will be solved in my next video. This is Vernon, and thank you for staying with me until the end. Stay strong, stay steady, and always remember, prevention starts with the first step.